It's another battle for the Aggies, and the KSL Sports Zone has it covered. The Aggies head to New Mexico for a battle against the Lobos. Your home for all the play-by-play coverage of Aggie football is right here on 97.5, the KSL Sports Zone. You're locked on to JJ and Alex on 97.5, the KSL Sports Zone.
All right, everybody, welcome on in. JJ and Alex, 97.5 the KSL Sports Zone. Alex Curie, Jeremiah Jensen. I think we're just going to go get right to Coach Bear Tourigny right now. It is our weekly conversation with the head coach of the Utah Mammoth, Bear Tourigny, joining us on the program right now. Coach, nice win to start up this long road trip for you last night. Congrats on the 7-4 victory. When it was 4-0 within 5.5 minutes, I know you never feel comfortable, but man, that's a great spot for Logan Cooley to get that hat trick and for Ian Cole to punch one in. You guys had a brilliant start last night, and you finished it off last night. Congrats.
Thank you. Appreciate it. You know what? It's for whatever reason, it's always tough when you take an early lead like that to sustain good play and everything. But I will tell you this: it's a good problem to have. It's a really good problem to have. I think where we took the lead and we kept playing. It just they score one, which is okay. But from there we took a penalty, and now they score a second one. So we made it interesting, but it was not by a lack of effort. So really happy about how the guys played.
Yeah, Coach, there's nights where the puck just will not find the back of the net, and there's nights when everything's going in, and last night was one of those nights, and it was so much fun to watch. Logan Cooley specifically, can you explain how difficult it is and rare to score a natural hat trick? Not just a hat trick, but a natural hat trick, and to do it in 4 minutes and 48 seconds in the first period. That's insane.
Yeah, that was really, really quick, I think, just the way it happened, but that line was playing really well. Since the start of the season, they do a lot of good stuff, so was happy for them to get a reward. And they made quick play, and they went to the net, and Coles got a reward, and 2 in the 5-on-5 and 1 on the power play. So that was clutch, that was quick, and that was needed as well. I think that was good. St. Louis is a good opponent. Okay, they had a tough start yesterday, and we took advantage of it, but we cannot get fooled by them. They're a good team. They will be back.
One of the things that we've noticed with this team so far, and the defense obviously helps out, and then when the offense starts pouring on as well, and when things start working, then it's like, look, that's where you want it to be. That's where you want this thing to get. And I think that one of the things that we were able to watch last night is these guys are in the right places at the right time, and that's half the reasons why the puck so to speak just goes in. But it takes so much to be able to get to those spots and to be in the right places at the right time too. Right?
Yeah, exactly. It's not like Amazon. You just not order that on your apps and it happened. It's a little bit more complicated than that. So it's just to be in sync and to have a lot of communication, and we've been together for a long time. So I think it's a work in progress. You always can be better, but I'm happy about the focus of the guy and the desire to do the right thing. So we're in a good spot.
Coach, last time you were on the show, I asked you about the power play and the lack of goals early in the season on the power play, and you weren't bothered at all. You weren't worried at all because you said we're doing things the right way. The goals were coming. Sure enough, this week the goals have come on the power play. How important is it to stick to those standards and not panic and not worry about whether things are not going? Because that steadiness is key, and we're learning as we learn more about the game of hockey how important that is to be steady and to be consistent.
Yeah, it's you play every second night, so you cannot let your emotion get the best of you and start to go right and left and always change either the plan or so on and so forth. So it's important to be consistent, to believe in what you're doing, and as well having a kind of an approach where you have a kind of a deeper analyze of, okay, what are we doing well? Our entry, our loose puck recovery, our puck movement, our net presence, all of it. And sometimes you can have one area, it's not as good. Okay, you can work at it. Sometimes it can be just little details, but it's important to have a good read on, okay, what will make us successful and what's not right in the process right now, and having a little bit more of a chess player mentality to make sure we have the right plan, we have the right execution, and from there everything will fall in place. Sometimes you will get a little bit more lucky, sometimes you won't, but I think if you do the right thing over and over again, you will get a reward.
Coach, you guys are on the road, a little stretch here, and it's a lot of games on the road at the front end of the schedule, but this is how it is every year. 82 games, you're going to have to play 41 of them on the road somewhere, and then you get 41 back at home. But is there a way that you guys as a group and as an organization focus on making sure that these road trips are beneficial, not just from the wins and losses standpoint, but that the team can build even while they're out on the road? Because I think in some sports they go, man, these long road trips are they just expect for it to take it out of them, but it's not the case in hockey. These teams build on top of each other while they're on these road trips. They're just as important as the home games.
Oh yeah, it's really important to just to be good at home, to take advantage of the trip. Sometimes it's for team bonding or just as well for us. You know, it's important for us. Example, on that road trip, we play 4 games in 6 nights. So it's important to take a day like today and manage it the right way so we can recover. We will be gone for a back-to-back tomorrow, Saturday and Sunday, and then we have Monday. We'll have a recovery day. So those days are important to manage every little detail. Our sports science group, Devin, and his group are doing a really good job with the player to stay on top of every detail. So our recovery is the right one. And there's time here on the road, you have more time. This time it's a really, really tight road trip, so recovery is at a premium.
Wanted to ask you about the Colorado win too, Coach, because that was such a huge win. When you're playing a team like that that's that good, I mean, you're always looking for ways to measure where you're at, and I'm sure you're doing that with a team as good as Colorado. How important was that win, and what was it like to be a part of such an emotional roller coaster ride that game was?
It's you want to be able to win those games against those kind of opponents. You know, St. Louis as well. So it's an opponent we have a ton of respect. And it's a race. You have 82 games, and you cannot take any opponent for granted. You need to win every game. You need to approach it to win every game. But when you play against a team like Colorado, who's, like you mentioned, very elite squad, it's for sure to give you confidence. It's just not just the win, the way we played, the momentum we gained in the second and in the third, the way we're able to stay with it and to sustain our game. I think that's a lot of positive you can build on, and you look at your team and say, okay, we can do it against anybody.
Coach, as you guys get ready for this next set of road games, and you got, I mean, I don't know what a schedule looks like for you guys. What does the practice schedule look like when you're on the road, and how much is it at a premium to make sure these guys get rest, on top of the fact that you probably have stuff that you look, I see you taking notes there on the sidelines. I see you writing in your books and stuff. I'm like, I wonder what Bear is telling these guys on the road. So what are you seeing with this team that you're like, I want them to work on X, Y, and Z?
Yeah, it's every day we have a little video session. It's like we had a skate this morning, not this morning, this afternoon, because tomorrow it's a 5 p.m. game and same thing for Sunday, so we won't have morning skate. We won't have a walkthrough in the morning. We'll have just meetings and go. So a lot, especially this year, because the schedule is so condensed, a lot of teaching is through video. It's through video or individual meeting, and the player needs to be able to grasp the information from those video sessions, from those teaching moments, and apply it in the game. So you don't have as many reps in practice than you'll have in a normal year. So I think those guys are professional. You know, they can do that. They have the focus, they have the right approach. They've been there, done that. So just the focus is especially on those teaching moments or on those system breakdowns or stuff we want to do a little bit better or differently. It's a lot through video. So every day we have a short video session where we address one topic. This morning we address our breakdowns. Tomorrow we'll address a little bit our D-zone coverage. different topic every day, topic we things or thing we can adjust, thing we can improve, thing we have to be careful of, or so on and so forth. So it depends about where we are in our progression and what's our game look like. But that's something all the coach we meet every day and talk about the adjustment we want to make, and that's the way we approach every day. It's whatever you win 5 or you lose 5. Next day, you need to find a way to get better. Find a way to, what can we do better as a team? And your approach cannot change with your emotion. It has to be consistent, and every day we're trying to be better. And we have a really industrious approach of the challenge is the same every day. We need to fight to get better. So that's what we want to do.
Since last February, Dylan Guenther now leads the NHL in both game-winning goals with 9 and overtime winners with 4. Why is it that some players, and obviously he's really good, we get that, what is the difference in hockey with some players that just have a knack for getting those clutch goals? How does he have the clutch gene? Where does that come from as a coach? How do you see that develop?
I think no, exactly. They're just guys who are capable of keeping their composure and staying level in those situations. You know, they don't get carried away by the moment. They don't get carried away by the crowd or the pressure of the moment. They just stay level. They stay even keel, and they're ready. They're ready for it. You know, there's a big thing in life is a lot of people have opportunity. It's the matter of, are you ready for the opportunity when the opportunity happens? Are you getting too excited, too high, or too nervous? Is to have the right mindset when the opportunity happens. And when those clutch moments happen, doesn't bother Gunnar for one bit. He's in control and he's level with them.
Coach Tourigny, nice enough to join us every Friday right here on the KSL Sports Zone. They're on the road. They get the 7-4 win last night at St. Louis. They hit the road to Minnesota, and then a short Canadian tour on Sunday against the Jets, and then the Oilers on Tuesday before they come back home for one game. Coach, a nice little just one game at home before you hit the road again, and then you guys go back out and do it. But we appreciate the full breakdowns. It's a busy time of year for you guys, and we always appreciate carving out some time and letting our hockey fans get a little bite of what this team is all about. Congrats on the win, and let's keep this thing rolling.
Thank you, guys. Appreciate it. Talk next week.
There you go, Coach Tourigny, everybody.